Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, good people? What's going on this beautiful Friday evening? Y'all already know what time it is. We back again, like I told you we was gonna be. like I told you it was going to be. Listen, I just tweeted it out. We're gonna get some more people up in here. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk about this latest news in gaming. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all at work. I know some of y'all bored at home. Come on in here, man. Chop it up with your boy. And we're gonna discuss, the news at hand. So there was a developer that came out, former Rockstar Take-Two developer, that came out today and said that GTA 5 is going to blow our minds. It's going to be so realistic. But the problem with that is the Xbox Series S. We're going to talk about it. Is it going to hold back the Xbox? Will it pull a Baldur's Gate and a Black Myth Wukong? A lot of people are saying it will. Listen, we got about 50 people in here, more coming in. Listen, hit that like button, share it out if you can. I think I finally got the super chat thing working. I don't know, but we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody throw some coins out there to test it. We'll see. Let me, when I'm gonna call your name before we get started. Uncompetitive in the highs. Salute to Uncompetitive. Always Mad Gaming, my brother, said, I knew it. It's coming. I knew it. Johnny J, my brother. Johnny J, listen, man. Hey, things are looking bad in Xbox land. You know what I'm saying? Uncompetitive in the highs. The truth. What up, fam? Das Misi. Who else we got? True Virgil. Say Dirty Ponies. Big facts. Jazz, the real one, not the bootleg one, but the real one. Not the Windows Central one, but the PlayStation Central one. My brother. Mr. Beefy in the house. Pause. I had to pause that. Mr. Beefy in the house. He said he knew GTA 6 would skip Xbox, but you know what I'm saying? That's gonna hurt PC and Xbox guys. Yeah, they ain't got no choice. All roads lead back to PlayStation. Think about that. We gonna get into it. W Vine Game say you triggering them this late. As I should. As I should. $6 in the highs was good. Listen, I'm just saying, Taryn in the highs, Aaron Clay. Oh man, listen. I appreciate you guys. We got, oh man, praise God. Always Mad Gaming with the $1. I appreciate it. Hey, it look like it's working. The super chat is working. I appreciate you, Aaron Clay. Aaron Clay with the $10. Stop enough. Big facts. Phil, if you're listening, stop enough. Mr. Fig in the house. We got Always Mad Gaming. Hey, you know the bot's gonna come for me. W Vine Game, praise God with the $20. Didn't know you had super chats. Here you go, brother. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had super chats, man. Listen, y'all know me, man. I like giving back more than receiving. No Diddy. Pause. However you want to rearrange that. But I'm gonna try to do a little bit something new for this. If you notice, you've been getting some consistent content from me lately, right? You know what I'm saying? We went back to back. There's about four or five videos this week. You know what I'm saying? Know your boy in the highs. Fledge Run, my brother. Man, praise God. Thank y'all for the super chats, man. I appreciate it. I just want to see if the thing was working. Y'all coming through as y'all should. Rumor has it, funds. Xbox might be slightly ahead. Oh man, W Vine Game. Appreciate you, brother. You know, again, I appreciate it. Every single thing. Even just for you guys spending your Friday evening over here with me, just rocking out with me, talking about gaming. You know what I'm saying? We normally get about 300 some people in here. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then we'll get a couple of 1,000 in here rocking out, you know. That's how we moving. That's how we're gonna move. But I'm gonna try to keep giving you guys some consistent content. I know I've been lazy. It's been a while, but guess what? We got the PlayStation 5 Pro. We got something to be happy about. You know what I'm saying? We got the world's most powerful console. That requires my time. That requires that I go live. And that's why I'm here. Ain't that right, Jazz? Yeah, that's right. Series skip. Let's get to the topics at hand. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. This is the second year in a row. The second year in a row, number 2, DOS, right? That the Xbox platform is missing out on GOTY contenders and winners. Two years in a row. Steezy Bro said, late night cap with Jay Sucker Carson. Dub, oh man, 15. My cap is at 15,002. Big facts, my brother. I'm glad you able to be over here. Man, listen, 2 years in a row. Last year we had Baldur's Gate, missed the holiday season for Xbox. Right, that was the game of the year. That missed Xbox, and now we got Black Myth Wukong, another game of the year contender or perhaps winner, skipping the Xbox. Think about that. Think about that. Listen, my brother Navin's in the house with the $2. We appreciate you, Jay. Many more super chats to come. I appreciate you, my brothers. Y'all know I appreciate you. Let me go ahead and set y'all up, get some modding in here. I don't even know why my brother Johnny J ain't a mod already. He might be, I don't know. Johnny J with the $10. Jay, what's good, bro? Thanks for doing a late night show. Listen, it's a hard job, but somebody got to do it. And what better than the man with the PS5 Pro and the 8K TV? You hear me? If y'all know a 8K capture card, I don't care how much it costs, let me know. I need that. I need to be able to record all my 8K games, all my 8K 60 games on my world's most powerful console and upload it to YouTube. That's how we're gonna bring in the year in 2025. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna bring in the holidays this year. I'm gonna find. Hopefully they make one, but I'm gonna find an 8K 60 capture card. I'm gonna record my GT7 8K 60. I'm gonna record my Formula 1 2024. I'm gonna record the Tourist. I'm gonna record Motorfest, the Crew Motorfest. I'm gonna record all the games. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be extra crispy. I know everybody got a iPhone. I know they ain't gonna be able to view 8K, but as long as y'all know your boy Dub came through with the 8K footage, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But of course, you know, I like to support. Listen, let's get back to the topic. We got about 100 people in here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a few thousand people in here before the end of the night. But yeah. So this is 2 years in a row that Xbox hadn't had a GOTY winner or contender on this platform. That's crazy. Shout out to Freddie Wayne. Freddie Wayne, I'm telling the truth. Baldur's Gate, last year, this year, Black Myth Wukong. And next year, according to this developer, unless Microsoft remove that parity clause and get to, according to Freddie Wayne, the ATG group or whatever that Microsoft call, to get that thing running on the Series S, man, shit looking spooky for Xbox. Think about it. Developers do not want their games running and looking like shit on any platform. They just won't do it. They'll rather stick to PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, and then keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Who in the hell want to play GTA 6 at 480p? And that's upscaled. That's the output. That's upscaled. Man, Mr. Beefy, pause, said the PS5 Pro is true 8K console that didn't cost the price of a PC, like $10,000. Big facts. Who knew in 2025, 2024, gamers could spend $700, $699, and be playing at 8K 60? Who knew that? My 4090 can't even do that without struggling. Anyway, yeah, JS said 464p. Big facts. Listen, I agree, Taryn, that the PS5 Pro will use the pisser technology in this game. It better. That's what it's. That's what I mean. That's the biggest feature. But I mean, I want to know, what do y'all think about that? I mean, in my line, there's 2 games 2 years in a row that were Game of the Year winners or contenders that miss Xbox, and there's going to be more. GTA 6 is likely going to miss the holiday season on Xbox. Freddie Wayne saying the velocity architecture will. Listen, I'm just saying, man. They've been having a velocity engine and all that stuff for 4 years. And it's still getting stumped out by the PS5 Slim, let alone the PS5 Pro. Willie Styles Simmons in the house. What's good, my brother? I just don't understand, man. Fernando Perez said they need to unlock that Drive Club frame rate at 120. Listen, I think they would, but you know those developers don't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who gonna do it? The developers disbanded. They moved on to other things. They don't even exist. So I don't know. GTA 6, the biggest game of the generation. Not being on Xbox. Will Phil allow the game to come out on the X Series X only? But, you know, when majority of the people own the Series S, it kind of makes it impossible. You can't tell the majority of your fan base that they can't play the game. That's just impossible. That ain't happening, Captain. I don't get it. I mean, I really don't get it. What are you gonna do? Freddie Wayne, listen, I know you're in denial. Hear me. I know you're in denial. Last year, you were in denial about Baldur's Gate 3. This year, you're in denial about Black Myth Wukong. Next year, you're going to be in denial about GTA. At what point, right, is reality going to set in with you, Freddie Wayne? I'm just asking, brother. Like, these are not me. This is not me making it up. Remember last holiday season, PlayStation gamers were saying that they had the Game of the Year winner exclusive on this platform. This year, PlayStation gamers will be saying that they have Black Myth Wukong exclusive on this platform. Next year, there's a high chance that they'll be saying the exact same thing about GTA 6. And I didn't even bring it to the point, the fact that Xbox install base is so small, maybe the developers, like, it's not even worth their time anyway. It doesn't matter about crunching. It's a matter about, if I got to put this game out by this date, but this platform here is holding up everything, and we got to put all this effort into this thing, and it's still not working, am I going to delay my game from coming out on a platform that has the large install base. Think about it. It's not coming out on PC for a couple of years. So you got to take PC out of the equation. By that time, PlayStation gonna be at over 100 million consoles out in the wild. They're already at 70. So by next year, they're gonna definitely be at about 100 with GTA 6. The only place you're gonna be able to play it is on PS5. That is a console system seller. Johnny J said, Freddie Wayne don't want to believe it. He don't. He's in denial, and I don't understand it. Let's say last year was a fluke. Let's say last year Baldur's Gate 3 was just a fluke, right? This year you got Black Myth Wukong. All right, is that a fluke too? I'm just asking. Listen, Zinc said, have you seen Monster Hunter Wilds on that $700 PC? Them graphics looking like that. Listen, I told them boys to go ahead, stop bullshitting, get them a PS5 Pro, and most of them have. All of the big YouTubers, all of the Pro Colt Eastwood and them, all of them. Mr. Broomstick, whatever his name is, all of them went out and bought PS5 Pros. Don't let them lie to y'all. They out there proud. You think those guys are going to miss GTA 6? Hell no. Destin Ligari, the first person in line to pre-order his PS5 Pro. That man tried to sell us a $700 PC with used parts. He tried to convince Digital Foundry, Richard Ledbetter, he tried to convince him that having a $700 PC is better than having a PS5 Pro. And then he was the first man in line. He pushed an old lady out the way to pre-order it. I'm just saying. Hey, Craven, we're going to talk about it. Trust me. I'm not running from that smoke. We're going to talk about it. SNK in the house, my brother. What's good, player? Said, what up, J-Dub? My PS5 Pro pre-order is in. As it should be, brother. As it should be. I just don't understand, Freddie Wayne. You the only person in the chat that's in denial. You calling me the most ignorant fanboy ever. Am I not making sense? 2 years in a row, Xbox don't have it's supposed to be a multiplat. It's supposed to be a multiplat, but it's skipping Xbox. Freddie Wayne, why is that? But I'm the problem, right? My brother Ghost is in the highs. Salute, brother. You know, on this Friday evening. Hope you had a wonderful week, brother. Few more days and greatness will be in everybody's hands. I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't know what Microsoft was thinking to bring out a $600 sprinkle Xbox, an all digital Xbox to compete. Oh, no. And a Fire Stick, Amazon Fire Stick, to compete against the world's most powerful ray tracing 8K 60 console. What the hell was Phil thinking? I don't understand, man. Taryn, listen, Freddie Wayne, he called me an ignorant fanboy. I'm just saying. Oh my God. Oh my. Not like this, Freddie. Not like this, brother. I am not. Listen, you ain't putting nothing in the super chat for me to be going back and forth with you all night, brother. You could have tipped me at least 50 cents. Yeah, Terrence said Freddie Wayne is coping. Brian East he said, I got the charge. Now I'm waiting for it to ship. Listen, man, everybody credit card been shipped. I mean, been charged. They consoles in the warehouse getting ready to be shipped. It's crazy. Freddie Wayne, listen, you arguing with the chat. You're not arguing with me, brother. I'm just using common sense. For the last 2 years, Xbox hadn't had a GOTY multi-plat contender on it because of the performance of the Xbox Series S. I'm just saying. Sony, baby. My brother Blaze is in the highs. I know his card got charged like 50 times. That brother got like 5 different PS5 Pros. And I seen it with my own eyes. Listen, man, what a wonderful feeling when you woke up and saw that credit card being charged. Yo, Blaze, I gotta find out, who's selling a 8K 60 capture card, brother. I need to capture all my GT7 footage, all my Formula 1 2024 footage. Keop in the house was good, my brother. Come on, come on in here, man. We got about, you know what I'm saying? Got about 1,000 people in here. We're gonna get some more people coming in. Come on in. I just don't understand, y'all. Like, 2 years in a row, Xbox has not had a GOTY multi-plat game on its platform. These developers are skipping the Xbox platform. Baldur's Gate skipped it for the holiday. Black Myth Wukong is skipping the platform. Next year, GTA 6. The developers are already saying this is going to be one of the most realistic games out there. Salute to that former Rockstar developer that came out today. How do you think they're going to be able to get a game like that to run on a Series S? Like, seriously. Freddie Wayne, Hellblade 2, running on the Series S. For one, it's running at 30 frames a second. It was not even really 30 frames a second. For two, it's a black screen game with just one character showing the face. It's not much going on there. It's a walking simulator. All they show is her face and a black borders around it. Come on, man. What are we doing here? That damn game is running like 360p. Get out of here, Freddie Wayne. Come on, man. You gotta be you get your head in the game, brother. It's the day is over for capping for Xbox. It's over. Cole Eastwood, all them dudes got PS5 Pros. It's over. Destin Legari, all them dudes. It's over. Nobody left. Even We Bleed Green gave up. I'm just saying. You know it's going to be 4K 60 on the PS5 Pro. There's not a single game on the PS5 that don't have the performance mode and the quality mode. This is an exclusive Xbox feature to not have games running on it because of the dog shit hardware. Gifted Gamer, what's up, my brother? It feels good to see all my PS5 Pro brothers in the house. Feel like we're in a club, exclusive, high-end, country club. That's what it is. We're in a country club. Salute to my PlayStation Country Club brethren. Listen, we got my brother Paris. He got his Paris Lily. He got his PS5 Pro. He enjoying it. All them dudes from IGN. All them pro Xbox dudes. Mr. Boomstick them ordering their stuff. Hargeet got his ordered. The whole Iron Lord podcast, they all got PS5 Pros. So Freddie Wayne, why are you the one trying to hold the line? It makes no sense. Kids move. He said, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. He got a PS5 Pro. Freddie Wayne, even if you had a PC, what do you think DLSS is? You're trying to shit on upscale visuals? What do you think DLSS is? I rest my case. GMD in the highs. Big facts, brother. It's coming. I knew it. I just don't understand, man. Dude's still trying to hold the line. Listen, all you got to do is go buy your PlayStation. That's it. The windows of heaven will open up. That's all it takes. Why are you trying to sit there and hold the line? It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. But I will tell you, every single day there's more and more games being enhanced for the PS5 Pro. Every single day. Listen, I remember the Baldur's Gate guys. The guys that were so excited for Baldur's Gate, all the Xbox guys, so excited for it. What happened? The game didn't come to Xbox till later, to after the Game Awards and after everybody had already beat it and moved on. Here we go again, another year. Black Myth Wukong, not on Xbox. Don't know if it ever come to Xbox. Then we got GTA 6, the granddaddy of them all. Then the fact that PlayStation offered them, I mean, pretty much the best option with the PS5 Pro. This game is going to be bananas. It's going to be bananas. And why would they spend all that effort and time trying to bring that shit to struggling platforms like Xbox? It ain't nothing but 20 million of them out there in the wild. Since the game ain't going to be in Game Pass, y'all ain't going to buy it. So why would they spend all that effort and time? Just saying. I'm just saying, man. This shit is crazy. Microsoft won't release any hardware numbers. They won't release any Game Pass numbers. So dudes just making up shit as they go. We do know that PlayStation is sitting around 70 million. They release numbers actually. By this holiday, they'll be probably at 80 million. Everybody named Mama got a PS5 Pro. Y'all remember? Oh, it's $700. Don't come with a disk drive. I ain't buying that. I'ma just build my PC. The goddamn next day, the pre-orders went high. All them just build your PC. Dudes went out there and pre-ordered the goddamn PS5 Pro, posting their receipts, happy in the mud. Happy as hell. I've never seen so many white teeth in my life than from those Xbox dudes that went out and pre-ordered a PS5 Pro. Fledger Run said, Take-Two released the Xbox numbers. It's 23 million. I knew it. I knew it. But you know the Xbox dudes, they're going to add another 10 million on it for whatever reason. Remember last generation, they said, yeah, Xbox was sitting around 70 million. They ain't that far from PlayStation. They're about 70 million. Man, we find out that shit was sitting at like 48.2 million. Weezer 57 in the house. What's up, my brother? We having some fun in here. We got about 1,400 people in here. Hit the like button. Throw a few coins in the super chat. Oh, I do. Again, if anybody in the chat knows, do they make a 8K capture card? If so, I'm going to buy it. I need to capture my 8K footage from my PS5 Pro. I don't know, and that's a question, right? I think a lot of people are not asking, but I don't know. I wonder if that, when you can capture, you can hit the share button on your DualSense controller and you can record in 4K. I wonder if that option is going to be available for 8K. Because if so, if I can have an external drive and capture it to external drive, that'd be dope. I can use my my MacBook Pro and stuff and edit all the 8K footage, upload it to YouTube. I'm hoping that that's the case. Freddie Wayne, god damn, by time, brother. It's been like 3 years before Freddie Wayne, he finally decided, let's give him a round of applause. He finally decided to super chat something. My man, Freddie Wayne. He said PS5 Pro finally caught up with Xbox Series X features. Man, what features are that, my brother? Do pray tell. Please tell us. What features? Johnny J, my brother. Salute to you. He said, I admit Freddie Wayne makes better points than Pastor Joe. Hey, you ain't never lying. Ain't listen. That's why I'm going back and forth with Freddie Wayne. Because at least he, what I'm saying? At least he gonna hold the line properly. Pastor Joe, his only job is to change the subject. He's like a magician. He's just gonna bring up something else and cause chaos. You know what I'm saying? But at least Freddie Wayne, he gonna try to hold the line, right? What he's saying is wrong and it's dog shit, but at least he gonna hold the line. That's another question. That's another question I have for the chat. What happened to all the hold the line guys? All the guys that said Xbox was the best box. What happened to them? Why did they fold? What happened? Can anybody tell me? They were supposed to be standing 10 toes down, standing on business. Why did they go out and buy a PS5 Pro? That expensive console that costs $900 when you add a disk drive and a stand and everything in between and an extra controller. Remember they tried to tell us how much it costs? I mean, these dudes for a whole week, they went out of their way to convince us that it wasn't worth it. But they was the first one in line. Shout out to my brother Stoney. I'm just saying. I just don't know, man. I don't know what happened. How do you spend a week of your life trying to convince people to not buy a platform just to be the first in line to buy it? I ain't calling nobody no fraud or nothing, but I'm just saying that looks kind of spooky. Seems like a lot of wasted time to me. Here's the thing. If you spend 4 years of your life trying to convince people to buy Xboxes and fail there, and they didn't buy Xboxes, and you turn all that energy on PlayStation to try to convince people to not buy PS5 Pros, but then you go out and buy. Now I know why Microsoft removed the ambassador program. Now we know. Y'all was a waste of time, effort, and money. They flew you out, they wined and dined you, and you did not convince anybody of anything. Isn't that a great way to look at it, guys? All of these Xbox ambassadors, out there trying to slang Game Pass coupons. I just don't understand. Xbox is the best box. What else did they say? Game Pass is the best value in gaming. And that shit stagnant. The console stagnant. And now everybody done jumped ship and went over to PS5 Pro. My God, my God. My God, my God. I want to get a special salute to Gifted Gamer with the $2. Them dudes folded faster than 2 to 7 hand and hold them. Big facts. I just don't understand. That shit was spooky. When I saw Destin Ligari push that old lady down, jumped in line, and threw his $700 down on the counter at GameStop, that shit had me puzzled. That shit had me puzzled. Why? If PlayStation didn't have no games, like y'all, these bots been saying, oh yeah, PlayStation ain't got no game. No game. No game. Blah, blah, blah. All this shit that they've said, all it is hate. You know all them, the Alex dude, you know the all of the PC dudes, all of the diehard Xbox dudes, all them dudes went out and bought a fucking $700 PS5 Pro after they spent all that time trying to buy used parts and mix and match and do all of that free work. God damn, that shit made no sense. My brother M is in the house. What up, M? Happy Friday. Cheers. From down. Wait, if y'all down under in Australia, are we up and over? How do you say the reverse of that? I don't know, M. You gotta let me know, brother. We got my brother M in the house. Ryan Landis said even the simps had to move on eventually. Phil Bosch in the house was good on this wonderful Friday evening. I'm just saying, all of the people that put in a lot of work trying to convince us not to buy the PlayStation 5 Pro. By the way, the PlayStation 5 Pro has already superseded the PlayStation 4 Pro. Just so y'all know. And we got to give a special thanks to all the Xbox dudes and all the PC dudes that was shitting on it because they actually went out and bought it and supported it. And those are the same dudes that didn't go out and support Game Pass, and they didn't go out and support the Xbox Series S and X. So salute to them. Chip, hooray! Yo, M, of course. It's open mic night, brother. Tell you what, I'm finna open up Discord, brother. You come on in and spit your bars. Let me get Discord open. Let's see. Let me go into Discord and we'll get M in here. All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. M, I'm in here, brother. Come on in. You guys, we're gonna get M in here. We're gonna chop it up a little bit. Let's see what he got to say. SNK. Hey, what's your name on Discord, brother? I'll send you an invite. I don't know if Discord is your gifted gamer. Absolutely, brother. Thank you. Thank you for falling through. All y'all, man. Y'all know, man, you know. SNK, if you tell me your Discord name, I'm gonna send you that link, brother. You know, I wish YouTube and Discord, you know, the names would kind of sync up. We're gonna get M in here in a bit. He gonna be in, he gonna fall through. In the meantime, we got Indiana Jones. Okay. SNKEV. Gotcha, brother. SNKEV. Listen here. If GTA 6 skips Xbox, can we admit Xbox is fully dead? I'm just asking, can we admit that Xbox is dead? If that happens now, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm telling you what the developer said. The former developer said. But I'm just telling you, if, and that's a hard if, but if the biggest game in the world skips Xbox, yeah, I think it's old. I think it's over. I think we can it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Just saying. Yo, SNK. Hey, I'm gonna drop you this link, brother. SNK, go ahead and hit that link and come in here, man, and I'll get you in here and let's spit your bars and see what you say. Check the chat for that link. Listen, Freddie Wayne, I am not fear mongering. Why are you acting like a ton of games haven't already skipped Xbox? You told us the ATG group was going to take care of everything. Why didn't it take care of Black Myth Wukong? Why didn't it take care of Baldur's Gate with all the full features and everything? Like, I'm just saying. Now y'all talking about y'all wait for Xbox to drop a handheld. You waiting for 2026 for them to drop a next gen console. Like, what is it, Freddie? They gave you not just one next generation console, but they gave you two. And nobody bought either. They help with what? They bought a half-ass missing split screen and everything else. Like, come on, man.
What up, man? What up, J-Dog?
There we go. We got my brother SNK in the highs. What's good, my brother?
Yo, I tell you, man, these fanboys, bro. These fanboys are, that's all I can say. These fanboys are hurt.
You know they are.
Oh my God, they're doing everything to try to save their brand.
They are. It's over. Why you think? Why? And I'm gonna ask you this: why do you think they won't just give it up? If Satya and Phil has given up, why are they persistent in holding on, holding the line?
I think, to be honest with you, I think they just want to keep their system relevant because they just purchased this console and they thought they were going to get the Xbox 360 experience again, and now they're not having that. And they're realizing that they're not getting that anymore.
Yo.
Yeah, what up, Emmanuel?
How do I sound?
You sound good, clear. The brother. Hey, so M, let me ask you this question: If you the brother from down under in Australia, what do you call us Yankees up? Like, is it the brothers from on top? Pause. But what do y'all call?
I don't even want to answer this anymore. I don't want to answer it anymore.
They on top. They're on the top bunk. That's why I say we on the top bunk.
You know what? Just leave us where we are. Just leave us where we are. We don't need to answer that. You just the way you started, it just didn't end well.
Man. So
yeah, man, but like I was saying,
go ahead.
Like I think these Xbox fans just really want that Xbox 360 experience to compete with Sony, like in that generation. And honestly, they just showed that they just gave up. Even Phil Spencer literally said, "We just can't compete with Sony." And even when the writing is on the wall, they still don't believe him. They still want to keep on saying, "Oh no, this Xbox. No, this is what he said. No, what he really meant to say." And it's like, bro, he literally said it right on the podcast for everyone to hear it. He literally said that they cannot compete anymore. Don't know why people don't want to listen, but it's the truth.
Man, I don't know.
I mean,
we're 4 years.
What can we say?
We're basically 4 years into this generation. In a few weeks, it'll be 4 years. They're only sitting around 20 to 23 million consoles sold. They're still around 33 million Game Pass subscribers. Actually, that's not even concurrent. That's just the max amount of people that ever tried it out. So I don't know. We just saw their financials. We just saw that they were negative 29% after being the previous negative 42%, and prior to that, it was a negative 39%, and it's going to keep being negative according to Amy Hood. At what point do they get rid of these negatives and just get rid of the consoles? People aren't buying it anyway, right? So if you're not buying it, why do you keep making more of what people are not buying? That's kind of like what we're thinking about.
Well, I was talking to my professor that I had for philosophy, and I feel like right now, what they're really trying to do, because he talks about tech, is just try to stay relevant. Microsoft is trying to stay relevant, and I don't think they're really staying relevant the right way with this console. I think they should just really go third party, in my opinion. If their heart is not really in this console anymore, just go straight up third party, because don't want to keep wasting people's time, and especially developing for this console and delaying games and also holding back gaming, because think about how Baldur's Gate came out and they had to delay that shit. Imagine that game coming out the same time as PlayStation. We had to wait and wait and wait. Like, nah, man, I don't think it's the right thing to do. I think right now, their console, they see the writing on the wall, they see it. And I don't really believe, like you were saying before, I think that this new console is not coming out from Microsoft. I don't think it's coming out. I think they're done. Like, I think Phil Spencer lied to people saying that, there's going to be a new console coming out. And honestly, I don't really think so. Because what would convince anybody to pick up an Xbox now when there's places that can play their games much better than their console right now? I don't understand that.
The PlayStation 5 plays Xbox games better than it does on the Xbox Series X.
Exactly.
We know that because Sea of Thieves, As Dust Falls, Grounded, and all of those, and the Hi-Fi Rush and all those other games came up. Let me get this super chat. Johnny J with the $5, my brother. Not saying the Xbox is dead, but it's definitely in a vegetable state. LOL. Lately, you ain't lying. They only released one game so far this year with Hellblade 2. That was like a 6-hour tech demo that nobody really messed with, and it didn't the numbers didn't go up. Call of Duty just dropped, and they really didn't report the numbers on that. They anytime Microsoft start fumbling with those the users, there's so many users and so many bullets been shot. Like that's when you know shit is crazy because the last in 2022 when Modern Warfare 3 I believe came out, they said that the game had made over $800 million within the first week or some shit like that. They really threw the numbers out there. ABK was about that life. They were throwing the numbers. How many people actually bought the game, the actual dollar figures that they made and stuff like that. I just don't understand. And why would you keep spending all this money on R&D for stuff that do you actually think a next generation Xbox console is going to sell more than this generation? This generation is getting outsold by the Donnie D box, the Xbox One, which was the worst console.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
That's 100% true. They're really wishing for that 360 generation back. That's what they're really doing. They're getting this like you say, hopium of trying to get the PlayStation, the Xbox 360 back, and they don't have that. It's not coming back. That generation where they were actually competing, they don't have those people that want to compete. They're not hungry anymore. That's why I feel like they should really just restructure that shit if they're gonna if they're gonna build a new console with new leadership, or just not making at all. That's just what it is. Everybody right now, it feels like, in my opinion, they don't like Phil, but they have to put up with him because that's the only person that's actually sticking up, quote unquote, sticking up. But it's really the CEO that's running the show. No, CFO. The CFO. My bad. The CFO.
Yeah, it's really Amy Hood, Brad Smith, I think is his name, and Satya Nadella. Satya put out the word, said it's over, it's a wrap, and it's their job to get through this generation. It's their job, and obviously they don't want everybody to just suddenly stop spending money, but they know this thing is winding down. They know it's M. What do you think, M? What's your take on it?
Whether they're going to come up with another console?
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna come up with another Xbox console?
Listen, man. Listen, I think they should. Okay, I still think that I've always had the stance that the living room is just too important a place for these companies, and gaming is only going to get bigger. Gaming in 10 years is going to be like bigger than music and TV and everything else combined, like by a long, long margin. And I just don't see them leaving that opportunity. Now, are they going to do it through a console? Honestly, I used to be more sure about it, but nowadays that they're putting everything on PlayStation, it's kind of like, how are you going to sell the console if you don't have any exclusive games? So you know what? I think it's going to depend on who they fire next. If they get rid of Phil Spencer and they bring someone in charge that is actually there to fight the console war, I think they're going to do it. But I don't know, man. Phil Spencer, he's the one person where I'm just like, I'm not even sure if this guy has it in him anymore. The way he's just defeatist about everything right now, he just doesn't seem to want to fight anymore. You know what I mean? So, it's kind of harder, like, because I remember last time, I think it was about last year, you asked me this, and I was like, yep, they're going to come up with the console. It's going to be just as powerful as the PlayStation 6. They're going to go for the power narrative again. They're going to abandon the Series S, and they're just going to kind of fix things and put things back in the right course. But I just think that Phil Spencer has been there for too long, and he's been defeated. He's never won. Like ever since he got into Xbox, he's never won a generation. He's never really held the crown for a very long time. He was part of the decision of the Xbox One. A lot of people blame it on Donny D, but it's like, no, Phil Spencer was up there in the C-suite of Xbox, making the same decisions and making the same bets.
Yep.
So he has just as much to blame himself for that. Just like with Concord, right? Like, yes, it was under Jim Ryan, but Herman Hulst was there. So it's like, yeah, Herman Hulst gets to carry it forward because, you were there. So just because Jim Ryan left doesn't mean that, he took all the blame with him. So it's the same thing with Phil Spencer. He was there for the Xbox 360, I'm pretty sure. He was there for the Xbox One. He was certainly there for that transition. And he was in the room and he didn't say anything. And then you see what he did with the Xbox Series when he was actually fully in charge. he made an even worse decision, right? Like that is just, and Game Pass just kind of set themselves up for failure. It was a desperate attempt, but it was a desperate attempt at solving a problem that didn't need to be solved right then and there. It's a little bit like your house is on fire and you're like, damn, like shit. The peeling paint on the wall is really disgusting. Let me paint it up. And it's like, but shouldn't you take out the fire first before you make it pretty again? It's like, nah. Listen, Game Pass could have worked if the games were there. The proposition of it, if the games were there from the beginning, like let's say that instead of releasing Game Pass in 2017, they had focused on games, producing games on like 2019. They have games that are competing with The Last of Us Part 2. They have games that are competing with God of War. Now they say, hey, listen, we're putting all this shit on this thing called Game Pass. Now it's free access to it day one. I think it would have sold like gangbusters, man. Can you imagine if there was like a Last of Us Part 2 competitor, on something like Game Pass day one? The hype would have been off the roof, because that first impression really matters.
It does.
So, yeah, listen, I think they need to get rid of Phil Spencer. I'll say this. If Phil Spencer stays there isn't much hope for Xbox, or at least not for the console side. If Phil Spencer, leaves, then I will feel a lot more like, let's go ahead and bring someone that can win on the hardware, because the decisions he's made is just he's only failing upwards, which is a very strange thing. Like he's never won, and yet he keeps getting more. Like people give him rewards, not just in Microsoft, but in the media. Like you've seen how many rewards and awards he's won. It's like, what are you winning for?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, it's just like Microsoft just lacks individuality anymore. Like, you name me one exclusive game that everybody is playing on the Xbox right now. Nobody can really name it, because all of those games come out on PC as well. So it's just like there's no incentive for me. Even if they were to get that. Even if they were Xbox only, what do they have? Like Hellblade 2, that shit was trash. Yeah. Like the Hellblade 2,
I heard from you. Remember that it was announced. It was announced before, like what is it? At the same time as the box, right? So it's like it's been your flagship, kind of like more so than even Halo Infinite. It's been the the very first thing you ever showed us was Hellblade 2, and then it just goes and goes like a passing fart, Forza Motorsport. People don't even remember that thing released. Everyone keeps going back to Forza Horizon 5. Then they have Avowed, and Avowed looked amazing the first week gameplay reveal, and then we get Disavowed. We get Avowed we get Avowed at home, and it's like, what on earth is this? When is this cartoonish? I'm playing Ni no Kuni now, and Ni no Kuni looks more mature than the Avowed they showed us. Then we're supposed to wait another 2 or 3 years until we get Perfect Dark, or Fable. Like
I don't trust.
Basically, let's say it comes out next year.
Yeah.
That would have meant that we spent 5 years in this generation before like a nice, mature game that is actually good, that is actually meaty, not like a Starfield that is a disappointment, but like a really, really good game that everybody wants to play. 5 years into a generation, that's crazy work.
Man, y'all got the PS5 Pro coming out and y'all still sitting here talking about Xbox?
Oh, man.
What are we doing here?
I know you're picking one up, Post-Up. I know you're picking one up.
What are we doing here? M is a fraud. M is a fraud.
I know you are.
I know he's a fraud. He's a fraud.
Wow.
The boss called the Kettle Black, huh?
He's a known fraud. They call him Laughing 4K on Twitter. Let me tell you something, man. Look,
tell us something.
Look, just accept what's going on with Sony. You got developers leaving. You done closed 6 studios.
I'm accepting the PS5 Pro. I'm accepting the PS5 Pro coming out, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
You spent $200 million. You spent.
It's gonna be a good console, bro.
You spent $200 million on a game that went nowhere. Did worse than Redfall, who y'all crap on all the time, brother. You know what I'm saying? Then they expanded the PC, which y'all said they would never do, because, Sony sell consoles, so they don't need to put their games on PC. Remember that? They sell more consoles than Xbox. They sell more games than Xbox. So they don't need to put that game on PCs. But
Post up.
This is
What was
like
the
2008
last Cody you guys had? What was the last Cody you guys had?
Don't switch up the conversation.
No, I want to ask you. I want to ask you. You want to talk about bad games? What was the last good game that they released?
Hey, no, don't move the goat.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yo, I swear to God, bro.
That's some subjective question.
I'm glad you have energy for this. I'm just like, this is a chill
You
Saturday.
can answer that question, can he? Yeah, that's nice.
I can answer it. Hellblade 2
What was
was
the last
fire.
Cody? What was the last Cody?
He said it was
Hellblade
fire.
2.
He said it was fire.
Hellblade 2 was fire.
Oh my God.
Hellblade 2 was fire.
That definitely, it's definitely gonna win awards.
See what happens is
What had happened
when you start speaking facts, they try to switch up the conversation. They try to switch up the conversation. Sony, look, y'all got 2 CEOs now, right? Y'all struggling to make money. Y'all putting out the only reason why they put the Pro out because they already invested money into it. That's the only reason why they pushed it out the door. And y'all gonna fight for it anyway. Y'all finna go spend $700 on features that Series X got right out the gate.
He wouldn't say that if Microsoft had a refresh. He wouldn't be saying that right now.
Let me pay the bill real quick. Hold on. The GOAT has stepped. Start out to my $5 from my brother Johnny J. The GOAT has stepped in the building. Hold the line. Laughing my ass off. Big fat. My brother Post-Up came through with the WWE chair and smacked my brother M back of the head. Didn't even know. Oh man. Oh okay.
I'm quiet now.
Listen, man.
I don't. It's a Saturday, man. I don't even have the energy for this.
No.
So Post Up. Listen, a lot that you were saying, you have very valid points. It's very valid point. I'm not discounting that.
Thank you, brother.
But with that being said, with Sony going the land, they got 2 CEOs. They struggling. They done lost $400 million on Concord and shit looking spooky in the live service. With that being said, why did all these pro Xbox guys and journalists, why did they skip in the front of the line and went out and spend $700 on a PS5 Pro instead of sticking to their recommended $700 PCs? Why do you think that was?
Well, that's a good question, my brother. It's just about being a gamer at heart, right? I have a PlayStation 5, but my Xbox sits atop and the PlayStation 5 sits below. Now, the Xbox is my preferred console, right? But I still have a PS5 just in case something comes on the PlayStation 5 that I want to enjoy. Now, it's rare that ever happens, but then you have connoisseurs that are techies, that they have to have the latest piece of tech. You know that. You buy everything.
But could you say that they like playing the best running version of the Xbox games, which officially is the PlayStation 5 and will be the PlayStation 5 Pro?
Well, the 4
Indiana Jones, right? Indiana Jones is going to be the best place to play it on console. It will be the de facto PS5 Pro. If they decide to bring Halo, Gears of Forza, the de facto place to play it on a console will be the PS5 Pro. So could you give them that credit? Maybe they're like, hey.
Well, you know what? I don't cap. So I will say this, and this will be a huge L on Microsoft's part, being that Sony has mandated that if there's a PS Pro version, if there's a PS5 version of the game, there has to be a Pro version. Yes. So that means the 4 games, Sea of Thieves, and Indiana Jones that's coming out next year will have a Pro version. And Doom. They will have a Pro version. Now, what happens between now and next year? Maybe do Microsoft come out the gates and Sony is out here saying if it extend this generation another 10 years, they need it because they need to get more out of it than they already did.
Just to correct you. It's not another 10 years. They want to extend this generation to the 10-year mark. So generally, a generation cycle is 7 years. So technically, they want to extend this generation an additional 3 years.
3 more years. And I'm trying to see
How does what does Microsoft do? They can't go that's too long. That's too long.
But that's also damaging to your brand to have first party games and have a community base where we're the second not only to PC because PC run games better than consoles, but to allow your community to become second fiddlers to play, but allow your community to become second fiddlers to PlayStation to have them have the best version of your first party game. That is a travesty. I ain't capping for that. That is an L. And I won't. I will not make any excuses for it. You won't see me capping for it. That is an L. That means at that point, in terms of your brand and the people that built your community, you no longer care about. At the end of the day, the end goal is that you want to make all the bread you can, and even if that's to sacrifice your base.
Now let me ask you this, because this is a very valid point. What I'm finna say. Microsoft, the corporation, right? Yes, they're in the gaming space. They have all these publishers, all these developers. They got the Xbox hardware. They're representing Amazon Fire Stick, Samsung TVs, and stuff like that. And even now, Nintendo and PlayStation is part of the ecosystem, according to them. Now, at what point is there a balance between them making all this money and all this profit and them still trying to get people to buy their console? Do you think they just no longer care about the console being purchased itself? Because I see a lot of Xbox people not just in the content creator space, in the fanboy space, but the media and journalists. It seems like they have already conceded that Microsoft no longer cares about the console. That's all I hear. And my thing, if Microsoft no longer cares about the console, then why be there? Why play with people's feelings, or why half-ass something? Like when we spent $500 on these consoles, and Post, you already know how much money I done spent on Xbox, right? We expected them to throw their full weight, full purchase power, full faith behind their product. And then they done switched and they're saying, well, it no longer matters. What really matters is just we're going to bring the games to where you are. But I'm like, if I'm on Xbox, I want you to bring the games to where I'm at. And I want it to be the best place to play it there. Not on the other people. I didn't buy their box. I'm not supporting their box. But it seems like that's that balance that Microsoft is going to have to answer for, because and I'm speaking on the behalf of Xbox guys. Forget my whole PlayStation.
No, you can't speak on. No, you can't speak on behalf of
Smooth. I'm hurt. I'm speaking on behalf of Kid Smooth. So what do you say about that? How do you know?
I think it depends. I think they're planning to expand more titles to Nintendo and PlayStation. I think it all depends. Do I think more titles are coming? Yes, I do. But I also think that what Game Pass do now, since that Call of Duty dropped in it, how many subscribers it pushed, how many subscribers are sustained subscribers. It's one thing to hop in Game Pass to play Call of Duty. It's another thing to keep them there. Yeah. Not only for Call of Duty,
after 2 months, what it's going to look like. After 3 months, what it's going to look like. You don't want to be in a position where every October the numbers spike up high, but then in January they fall flat.
Yeah. Right, and I think you kind of see what type of gateway Call of Duty becomes. See, now Call of Duty got you into our Game Pass ecosystem. Does it become a gateway to you enjoying other content that's in Game Pass that you wouldn't have tried because you only signed up for Call of Duty? And what's the impact on that? So I think that if you can get to, if they can get to 40 million or 45 million subscribers where you're knocking on that 50 million, I think then they start to slow down exclusives going to those other platforms. I think they still do it, but they start to pick and choose because now you got 40 to 45 million subscribers, and we're talking about residual income versus, dropping a game and waiting 6 or 7 years to do what it's going to do and then drop it again. So if they can get there, I think they start slow down. But if not, they're going to continue to, put their stuff everywhere. I think they're still going to do it regardless. Mm-hmm. And it's inevitable. And I think Sony going to do it too. I think Sony going to do it too. And I think they're working towards that too. And I think Xbox might be the last ditch effort that they start pointing to. They're already putting games on Nintendo. They're already putting games on PC. The PlayStation community said that would never happen. Well, it's happening. They already got a PlayStation Store. They got a PC app that's going to go into a PC launcher. They're talking about mobile and things like that. They're doing the same things that Microsoft is doing or has been doing. They're not upfront with it. Then one thing I like about Sony is Sony waits to the last minute to tell their fan base something. Microsoft come out before I'm going to tell you my next play. Yeah. And then you going to watch us run it. Sony, they hold their cards close to their chest and they tell their fan base at the last minute, give them very little window to complain about it, because soon they get to complaining, they come out with a big announcement from Naughty Dog or Santa Monica, and all that complaining that was happening goes out the window.
You ain't lying.
I love the way that Xbox fans always say that the Microsoft strategy is working and look for Sony to validate it. It's so sad. So sad.
What you say, Eminem? What you say?
Eminem? Is that supposed to be like a derogatory term or something?
No. You're still out there sweating on cameras, brother. Can you repeat that, brother? What you say? You like the way what?
I said that it's sad. It's sad the way you look to Sony to validate Microsoft's strategy.
I don't look to Sony to validate anything.
You literally just did.
Sony validated it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft got 2 people running Xbox. Sony has 2 people running PlayStation. Now, what are you talking about? Microsoft is working on a mobile store and trying to get their mobile market up and going. Sony trying to do the same thing. Microsoft with the PC. Sony is going to PC, right? Microsoft launched a game on Nintendo. Sony is launching games on Nintendo. Why do I need?
Well, to be fair, just to be fair, a couple of things you said. I learned this from you. PlayStation has always been in the mobile app space over in Japan. They have one of the biggest.
PC space.
They have one of the most biggest mobile games, and I didn't know that. But you the one taught us that back in the day, and also. I still say, even with the bringing, like, for example, the Lego. We just recently found out it's not that Sony approached Lego to make a game. Lego approached Sony and asked them, hey, can we collab on Horizon? They chose that directly. And, of course, Sony said yes. And here's the thing. Sony still views Xbox as competition because they didn't put that Lego game. That's not Sony's game. That's Lego's game. Sony allowed them to use that, right? And so Sony could have put that on PlayStation, but they didn't. So that's very telling.
Xbox.
Xbox, they didn't put it on Xbox, So that's very telling. That means even to this day, no matter how far ahead PlayStation is in the console space, they still view Xbox as rivals and not willing to do that. So it's not going to be reciprocated like some people think. Some people think it's going to be reciprocated, but apparently it's not.
Let me rebuttal that. First of all, PlayStation had that's PlayStation Music Department. The mobile game that you're talking about is under Sony Music Division. It's not under PlayStation. How I know?
But it's still Sony, right? It's still Sony, right?
It's not PlayStation.
It's still Sony.
I see what you said, though. Number 2.
I do know that.
You didn't know that. You would have said something. Let me tell you something. If my competition money is longer than mine, look, my competition got the bread to put their stuff everywhere, and even in my territory, and that's cool. They got the bread to do that. Right now, I'm finna box with God.
Stop stuttering.
You feel
man.
me? In
Stop
terms on
stuttering.
the money standpoint, I'm not finna box with God. I'm gonna do what I need to do over here as long as far as I can do it. And then if I need to go over there, I will. But if I don't, and their ecosystem bring me bread, then why would I need to go over there in the first place?
Hey, Post,
you feel me?
yeah. No,
Post, I want to ask you a question.
Hold on. Let me play the super chat real quick. Navenzor with the $2. This one's for Post Up. He said, I bet Post moan when he wipe. Oh, man. Stop. Oh man, hey, Post,
sexual deviant.
Oh man,
sexual deviance in the chat.
You ain't never losing your fan base, Post. Go ahead, go ahead, brother.
Deviance in the chat.
So Post Up. At what point you go like, you know what? Like Microsoft has failed me. I no longer want to support Microsoft gaming anymore. At what point do you do that? As yourself as a gamer. No, yourself as a gamer.
We got tweets. We got tweets of Post saying they better not put no game.
Why would you do that when he's been there till now? Like you might as well sink with the ship. Like at this point, why would you leave?
Oh well, first of all,
that's what I'm asking. Like,
let's talk common sense. There's
no point because you see everything that Microsoft does, he reinterprets it through. Oh, Sony is gonna do it too. Like he's basically the wife that goes, "Oh, my husband abuses me."
Repeating Phil Spencer is talking.
My neighbor also abuses me. My uncle also abuses me. So it doesn't really matter.
Okay,
go ahead.
Tell
him how you're never gonna leave.
Let's talk common sense. Let's talk common sense. Common sense is at the end of the day, no matter how much we complain or no matter how much we get mad at the decisions that these companies make, when you're investing in the ecosystem, and you're spending a lot of money in the ecosystem, you're not just gonna walk away from that investment. Now,
but hold on, 1 second. Do you depend on Game Pass or do you actually buy your games? That's one thing I gotta ask.
I love Game Pass. What do you mean?
Yeah, but do you buy your games?
I buy games that I want to buy. Other than that, I'm in Game Pass.
For Microsoft games, do you buy those games and support First-party games?
I support Microsoft through Game Pass. That's what it's for.
Okay.
What are we doing here? Just because I'm paying a subscription to Game Pass doesn't mean I'm not supporting the developers. If Game Pass is making...
That's not true. That's not true.
That is true.
I'm going to let you say what you think.
Let me finish.
I'll let you finish.
If Game Pass is making millions, 30, 40, 100 million a month, what do you think that 100 to 300 million a month go? It helps subsidize the cost of the console and the hardware, and it helps the developers and the first-party content continue to be made. It also allows them to keep going out to third-party companies to bring games into Game Pass. So we are supporting it. Also, I buy games that I want to buy if I feel they need a purchase. Other than that, I'm in Game Pass. Look, I come from an era where you go into a store and you're trying to get you an outfit and they charging you $200. You're going to try to get it for $150 or $120 or for the lowest cost. And you're going to try to talk them down. Now, I don't know where these PlayStation dudes come where they don't like deals or they don't like saving money. Well, maybe you dudes got bread like that. I'm going to go for a deal if I can. If I go in a restaurant and it's a plate $40 and I can get it for $20, I'm going to go for the $20. It's common sense. What are we doing here?
So listen, Post make a very valid point, guys. A very valid point. But with his point that he's making, is that part of the reason why people are not subscribing to Game Pass and not buying the console? Because we all know Xbox is the best. Like I said earlier, Xbox is the best. I mean, Game Pass is the best value in gaming. Xbox is the best box. But for whatever reason, people are not partaking in any of that in any large numbers.
And this is the reason.
Okay.
You put Matt Booty at the head of first party content, right? For Xbox Studios, right? And ever since he became head of Xbox Studios, what first party game has come out? Name one. If you're not putting out the content or the IPs that your first party developer, why would I need to buy your console?
But didn't Sarah Bond tell us these are the 12 games you'll be playing in the next few months, and
I'm talking about first party wise under Matt Booty.
Yeah.
And I know the Xbox community is gonna give me flack for this, but I don't care because it's the truth. Mm-hmm. First party wise under Matt Booty, it's been a drought. And can't nobody refute that. Even if you're on the Xbox side. If you look at his record, since he took over the first party studios, it's been a drought. Am I lying?
You ain't?
Yeah.
I mean,
what has came out outside?
You ain't lying.
And when that happens, what gives me the incentive? And I know but it has to be more than Game Pass. Yeah. People brought Game Pass because you told them all your first party studio games will be day and date. Yeah. I go and buy Game Pass and I ain't seen one yet. What are we doing? That's why.
And then they switched it up.
Then people start buying your consoles. Yeah. Game Pass stopped growing on console, so you start pushing that PC mindset because PC is a larger family and you want to expand more there. Well, if you start releasing the games from your first party studio, maybe people will be more enticed to buy your console and invest in Game Pass. But until my booty get off his ass and get these and start putting these games out, they're gonna continue to have hardware issues.
Well, let me ask you this: that's a great segue. Why do you think? Because Microsoft owns damn near half of the industry with all the developers and publishers they have, some major hitters. The biggest one is ABK, followed by the number 2, which was ZeniMax, right? With all the IPs they have. Why you would think that they would just open the floodgates and let all the ABK games go to Game Pass. They would open the floodgates and let all the ZeniMax Bethesda games go into Game Pass, but they've yet to do that. They've only did a couple of games. Why is that?
They did Bethesda and ZeniMax immediately. They did it quicker. ABK, for some reason with Call of Duty, I don't know if it's the contractual obligation that they worked on with Sony in terms of having Sony step back. Because if you look at Black Ops 6, right? Mm-hmm. During the promo and all that, only on the Xbox channel was Xbox promoting Game Pass for Call of Duty. The Call of Duty main channel where they got the most views, they wasn't promoting Game Pass, right? Yeah. And then the Twitter account for Call of Duty only started talking about Game Pass about a couple of days up until its release. And then after it was released. But prior to that, even the Call of Duty main Twitter channel didn't say anything about Game Pass. Also, you're missing the opportunity by not putting all of those. I'm talking about from the first Call of Duty from the 360 era all the way on up to now. You're missing, and hopefully when it does happen, you do 4K 120. You increase that resolution frames. And then you open up all the multiplayer servers and give the community opportunity to play whatever Call of Duty they want. If you can get that, I think that'll move huge hardware and make huge impact on Game Pass. But why it hasn't happened? I think it's in the paperwork, man. I gotta be in the paperwork. If it's not, then somebody need to be fired.
But Post, you've recently seen the review, not reviews, but the performance analysis. The PS5 runs Call of Duty Black Ops better.
I ain't seen no performance analysis. I ain't seen no performance analysis.
Well, it's out there, but right. So that's Black Ops 6. Even if it wasn't Black Ops 6, we had Sea of Thieves. We saw that performance analysis. Then we seen Grounded. We've seen. So with that being said, if the PS5, right, to this day, because the Pro ain't out yet, is running a lot of these Xbox first party games better, how can you go another 5 years in the console space or another 6 years in the console space like that and expect people to buy your console. Like that has to do something with the, how do they remedy that? That's crazy.
I say the PS4, the Pro didn't remedy that, right? Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say that is because PS5 has been a lead development console since this generation started. They lead on PlayStation and then they go to Xbox, meaning that the Xbox had features that the PS5 didn't. And so since the PS5 don't have those features, developers are going to support what the PS5 had, and then when they bring it over to Xbox just have to deal with that. The PS5 Pro now is full RDNA. It supports all the RDNA features that the PC GPUs does
RDNA 4,
in the Series
RDNA
X.
4.
Yeah. So hopefully, now that it supports all those features that the PC and Series X supports now, developers start using it on PS5, and hopefully that trickles down over to the Xbox.
Okay, so So if that's accurate, what you're saying, if that was the case, what about Microsoft's first party games? Why didn't they use all that untapped power and stuff like that the PS5 wasn't holding back the Xbox? Why haven't they did that, right? Because we're still waiting for the Xbox Series X to show off the 12.4.
Wait, say that again.
We're still waiting for the Xbox Series X to use.
You still waiting on what?
The Xbox Series X.
To use what?
Its power with the stuff that.
I know you booted up Hellblade 2. Ain't a game on PS5 that look better than Hellblade 2.
But this is the reason why people are not going to give credit to Hellblade 2. It's one character
almost every game on PS5 looks better.
Yeah, it's one.
What you play.
It's your
credibility.
Horizon Zero Dawn on PS4 looks better.
Your credibility is trash, brother. We don't believe nothing you say, and it doesn't.
Listen.
You look amazing.
I don't exactly. I'm just like, you have a walking simulator. You have a walking simulator where they black out the rest of the screen so that you can see a person's face, and you guys are like, oh my god, facial animations. Dude, Uncharted 4 on the original
Xbox games have so much fog in their games.
Animations.
Oh, don't do that. Now, PlayStation is a fog station. They have fog in all their games.
Hell no.
They have fog in all their games. Hold on, bro.
A lot of fog.
Hold on, I'm finna cook y'all. First of all, y'all putting stipulations on Hellblade 2 because it came from the Series X. Y'all didn't expect it to look like that. What Hellblade 2 is, y'all
look that bad. No shit.
Y'all been celebrating them games for years. The walking simulators. Y'all been celebrating them games for years. Walking simulators.
I have no issue with Hellblade, the original. Hellblade 2 is a huge disappointment.
Yeah. So to be fair, a lot of people say Detroit Become Human on the PS4 looks better than Hellblade 5. I mean, Hellblade 2.
You better say you ain't finna do me like
a lot of people. I'm saying a lot of people, not me. I'm just saying a lot of people.
No. You ain't finna make up
Detroit Become Humans.
None of that.
I'm just saying what they say.
You can stop being trash.
Look, Spider-Man, you can see the horizon in Spider-Man 2.
Look, all the games that y'all promote are walking simulators that don't have a lot of stuff going on screen. Even The Last of Us, when you're one character walking around this environment. Look at the game when you're delivering shit. Well, you have to deliver a pack of shit that they call the UPS simulator. And y'all waiting on the second part of that game. Ain't nothing going on in it. Ain't no people in the environment.
Listen, guys, Post Up is making a very valid point, right? But check this out. But with that being said, Post, with a shit walking simulator such as Death Stranding, right? Why did that game sell so many copies, but nobody really bought Hellblade 2? Or played it because they said less than 10%, there was like 8% of the people actually beat the first boss. So why is it with that game looking so spectacular, the full RDNA 2, all the X Series X features and all that stuff, ray tracing and all that, Why aren't people partaking? Is the biggest thing.
Let me explain that too. Let me explain that to you, brother. Let me explain that to you. Hellblade 2 is just it has a particular palette, right? In terms of mental health and things like that. So you have to be into that type of stuff. But when you look at
just say that this game barely addresses
mental health. You look at yes, it does. That means you haven't played it.
It barely does. No, I have.
If you would spend less time sweating on camera,
I got 1,000 out of 1,000 on it. You can go check the profile.
Let me tell you this.
As a person that actually played the game, okay, it has nothing to do with mental health. All right, and don't be coming here with you didn't play because you can go check.
It doesn't.
You can go check it. It doesn't have anything. Hellblade 1 had plenty to do with mental health. Hellblade 2 is basically a boring ass action adventure game wannabe that doesn't commit you any idea to actually address anything. And again, I played it fully. I got 1,000 out of 1,000. It's boring. It's drab.
Okay.
The environments, the stones, and the little pixels, and you know what they did with the mega scans. That is the most impressive things about it. You look at the rocks, and they look sharp. That's all that Hellblade 2 has going for it. Did you play it?
Yes, I played it, and I beat it.
Did you play it? You played it and you beat it. Did you get 1,000 out of 1,000 for it?
No, I didn't have to get. I don't achieve
it. You didn't get 1,000 out of 1,000. Okay, cool. So you got less experience in it than I do.
No,
so we don't take my word for it.
Hold on. My word for it.
Hold on. Did you play the first one? Did you play the first one?
Hold on, Milk. Hold on,
Did you play the first one? Don't be trying to change my name for stuff. No. Did you play the first one? Did you play the first one?
I didn't play the first one. Everybody
you didn't play the first one. So that's why you were so impressed by the mental health. You don't know what you're talking about. How about instead of poking and trying to find a new nickname for me, you brought up that first one and you played only 58 hours. Stop saying let you. I let you talk. No, you don't have to speak. You don't have to speak because you're not the expert on this. You're not the expert on this. You're not the fan. You're not a Hellblade fan. You're not a Hellblade fan. I'm not going to let you talk. I'm not asking you to talk.
You think you got to win, so now you want to overtalk.
No. How about you listen to the person that actually played Hellblade before you pretend that you like Hellblade? Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Hush.
Now, as I was saying,
let the gamers talk.
Now, as I was saying,
how can you be telling me that he's talking about mental health? You haven't even played the first one. Why didn't you play the first one?
I played the second one. Why
didn't you play the first one? Why didn't you play the first one?
Because I played some of the first one.
You had nothing else to play.
Let me finish.
No. When we let you finish?
Okay, go ahead. Get your bars off. Thank you. Go ahead, get your bars off.
Listen, I will not take anyone's opinion on Hellblade 2 who didn't play the first one. And again, when it first came to PlayStation, people mocked it for being a walking simulator. I played it. I enjoyed it. I loved it. The second one doesn't do anything half as well as the first one did. Okay. And listen, it doesn't look that good. It doesn't. From a technical perspective, it is a letdown. Because if you simply have to black out the screen for me to look at a single character, that's not impressive. In fact, the first one looks better. Yes, it's older, it's dated, but they don't use the same trickery to try to fool you into that this is a better game. And you can't talk anything about the mental health stuff if you haven't played the first one, because the first one actually addresses mental health. Did you learn post up? Have you learned something?
No, I didn't. Okay, now let me teach you.
You haven't learned nothing.
Hold on. Let me teach you.
No. How can you teach if you cannot learn?
Let me finish. Let me teach you now. Now let me get my bars off. Right? I played some of the first one, right? I didn't finish. When Hellblade first came out on PlayStation, and it came out as an exclusive, the PlayStation community went crazy. Oh, look at the graphics.
We're talking about you.
Hold on, let me finish.
We're talking about you, not the PlayStation community.
Let me finish.
Jesus Christ, stop looking about other people.
Let me finish.
No, talk about you. Talk about you.
I'm talking about me too.
Yeah, talk about you, not the PlayStation community. I didn't bring up the Xbox community.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. When you said we called it a walking simulator because it was on PlayStation and not on Xbox. But let me talk my shit.
Okay.
Let me talk my shit.
Ahead.
First of all, I played some of the first one. I didn't beat it. I don't have to cap. All right? I don't have to cap. But I know the reason why Hellblade franchise exists is because the creator had a friend who died of mental health. That's where the whole premise comes from. What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about the game. It's born from his friend who died of mental health. That's why the whole premise of the game it was created, because they wanted to get out the message of how serious.
Why does this have to do you not play the game,
Let me
bro?
finish. Let
Why
me
does
finish
this have to do
because
with you not playing the game?
let me finish because you said I didn't know nothing about the game. Because if he would have got to his friends, if his friend would have said something, he could have saved his life. Him or her. He could have had an opportunity to save his friend's life. And that's why they don't sit up here and say I don't know nothing about the game. No, I didn't beat the first game. Oh, let me finish.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I didn't beat the first game. But I beat the second game, and it does deal with mental health. Now, I would say this. Y'all, you only played the first one because it was a PlayStation exclusive, right?
No,
that's it. Hold on.
By the time I played it, it wasn't exclusive anymore.
Hold on. Let me finish. You only played it and liked it because it was a PlayStation exclusive.
No, I didn't.
We saw all y'all celebrate in the minute.
Who's all y'all? Again, stop talking about people.
Hold on, let me
Talk
finish.
about you.
Hold on, let me finish. The minute Hellblade came out exclusive PlayStation, it only sold 250,000 copies. After
Again,
y'all
you're talking
used it.
about sales
Hold on.
and other people and what they do.
Let me finish. It only
Man,
sold.
this is what you do. You hide behind other people.
Let me finish. I'm not hiding behind nothing. I'm speaking facts. It only sold 250,000 copies after the PlayStation community used it against Xbox, and even Porterrock came out and called the PlayStation community out for celebrating that game. But when it came out, it only sold 250,000 copies.
I am literally hearing everyone's name.
Let me finish. Then
where is
Microsoft by them comes out with Hellblade 2, and now it's trash because it's not on PlayStation. That's how you talk.
Wait, so why do you think I played it then? Why do you think I played it then?
It's your bias.
Why do you think I played it? What do you mean by my bias?
I
told you I didn't play it when it was exclusive.
Who plays a game that is boring, dragged out, that looks ugly, and that they don't like? Who achievement hunts to get 1,000?
No. You know why I did it? Because I was actually a fan of Hellblade. So when it came to Hellblade 2, I was like, I'm going to see this script to the end because I couldn't believe it was this bad. But when I'm done with the journey and I've experienced every single part of the journey, it's funny how... No. You know what's funny?
I can't believe this game is so bad and ugly.
Exactly.
I'm gonna finish it. It's so dragged out. It's so
boring. It only took like 6 hours.
But come
it only took 6 hours. It's not like I was there for 11.
Bro, your bias is showing it. Just say what it was.
My bias is showing. No.
Bias.
Why are you addressing
bias
me?
Is showing.
But when it comes to talking about your play style, you're just in the PlayStation community. Let's talk about you. Why didn't you play the first one?
I told you I beat
Why didn't you play the first one?
Let me finish.
No, why didn't you beat the first one?
Let me answer your question, brother. Let me answer the question. I beat Hellblade 2. I don't achievement hunt, so I didn't care about getting 1,000 achievements. I played the first Hellblade 2, but I didn't finish it because I didn't.
Why didn't you finish it first up?
Because I didn't go back to it. I don't have the cap.
This whole time you haven't gone back to it. You knew it was coming.
And I'm not,
you couldn't go back to play the game.
I'm not going back to it.
You're not a gamer person. You're just a person that happens to game.
Yeah,
you're not a fan of this. You're not in this. No, it's okay, man. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. You're a person that happens to play games. You're not a gamer. It's fine.
No,
it's fine.
No. You're not a gamer.
Listen, sometimes Sometimes I drink wine, but I'm not like a wine aficionado. It's okay. You're not in this like that. Just say it. Just say it.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
You're not a gamer, bro.
Let me ask you a question. What is one of the most powerful things in gaming?
I don't know. Tell me, real gamer.
Choice.
The choice not to participate in gaming, the one that you make.
I would say gameplay. The choice? Wait, whoa. Choice? Why wouldn't you say gameplay?
Because I said one of. I didn't say the most important thing. I said one of. And you know what that is?
Hey, first off, you made the choice not to game. It's okay. I respect it.
I made the choice to
you made the choice not to play the game.
And I decided if I wanted to go back to it or not. I don't hold on. I don't pussyfoot around.
And isn't Hellblade the original on Game Pass? So it's not even a money thing.
Hold on. I don't play games just to say I played them, though.
I didn't play games just to say I played them either.
I don't play games just to say I played it. You play Hellblade 2 just to trash it because it wasn't no PlayStation.
I didn't play it just to trash it. I played because I was a fan. I was a huge fan. It was one of my top 10 games in the PlayStation 4 generation.
You know how I know you're lying? You know how I know you're lying?
How?
What did you play Hellblade 2 on?
The PlayStation 4.
No, I said Hellblade 2. What system did you play it on?
Oh, PC, of course.
Okay. PC. And it looked at trash on PC, which is more powerful than the Xbox. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, actually. Like, what do you want me to watch?
What's better on the PC, folks?
What do you want me to do? Go back and like, yes, it does. Like, am I supposed to be like, oh shit? Hey, first off, the most powerful thing in gaming is choice, and you make the choice not to game. It's who you are. Just say that you are a person that happens to turn on the console from time to time. You happen to turn on the game from time to time. But you're not in it like that. You don't know what it is like to be a fan of a game.
This dude is a fraud.
No, hey, listen, stop talking about yourself. Stop talking about yourself.
Hold on, Kratos. You know one thing I respect about you? You know one thing I respect about you?
What?
Even though you cap a lot, when it's time for you to be straight up, you straight up. Now, anybody who looked at Hellblade 2 knew that graphically it looked impressive, right? It looked impressive. He played it on the PC. And did you purchase the game or do you have Game Pass PC?
Oh, I got the PC Game Pass for it.
Ow!
What?
You see this fraud?
How is that a fraud?
You see this? Look, hold on. Aren't you the one that says, hold on. Aren't you the one that says Xbox is trash, Game Pass is trash?
No, never had an issue with Game Pass.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I have videos. I have videos where I said I have no issues with Game Pass. I have no issues with Game Pass. I have issues with Game Pass day and days. I think that's a bad idea. But Game Pass as a service, I have no issue with.
Great. What y'all just clowning me about? Why you didn't purchase it? Why you didn't support the devs and buy it on PC? Why you go to Game Pass, my brother?
Okay, hold on. Why would I buy it on PC? I'm not a PC gamer.
Because you supporting the developers. Ain't that what you PlayStation dudes do?
No, stop bringing up PlayStation community. That's what you do. You're like, oh, let me hide behind this collective. No, bro. I'm not one of the people that say support the developers. Go check my last video. It literally said that support the developers is a bad term. No. Don't tell me when you've seen me.
I've seen your videos on Twitter.
I'm talking to you.
I've seen you on Porter Rock podcast. I didn't even see you on the video podcast, bro. You was a hardcore pony, brother. I'm a
hardcore what? I'm a gamer, mate. I'm not a pony.
You sat up here and talked all this shit, right? You didn't buy the game, and
I've never had an issue with Game Pass.
You brought into the very ecosystem
I've always
that
had an
issue
with day and date.
You brought into the very same ecosystem that you trashed.
Wait, what ecosystem? I bought a PC because I need the PC. What ecosystem did I buy into?
And then not only that, though, you brought the game on the system where it runs the best. You got the game on the system where it runs the best. And instead of being real,
I didn't buy the game.
Instead of being real,
why you making up your own reality as you go? Like you're convincing yourself of all of these lies. First of
Instead of
all,
being
I
real,
didn't buy into an ecosystem.
it's-
I bought a PC.
you bought it to
Second of
Game
all,
Pass.
I didn't buy
You
the
bought it
game.
to Game
I got
Pass.
Game Pass.
You bought it to Game Pass. That's an ecosystem. And instead of being real, saying the game
The
graphically
service is
good,
an ecosystem.
you want to trash it because it's not on PlayStation. That's why you saying it look bad.
Wait, why would I
You know
trash
damn
it?
well
Because it's
that
not on
Hellblade
PlayStation.
2 does not look bad. You know damn well it do.
No. Hellblade 2
guarantee you.
looks trash.
I
Okay, you
guarantee
should
you,
go play Hellblade
Kratos,
1. You should finish
Kratos,
it. And you're going to see more biomes.
I guarantee you that if Hellblade 2 comes out on the PS5 Pro, he gonna be talking different. Remember this. Remember this.
Okay,
Remember
so hold on. Let me ask
chance.
you something, Post, before I ask you this question. B Carter is legit with the $2. Thank you, I appreciate it. He said, Jay, tell Post to hang it up. He lost the fastball. Sad. Oh man. Listen, let me ask you this, right? If Hellblade 2 does come to PS5 Pro,
with the PSSR.
with the PSSR, with 60 frames, with ray tracing and all the other stuff that didn't come with it on the Xbox, would that give him a valid point, or PlayStation guys a valid point and reason to actually buy the game? Would that make them frauds for buying the game and supporting the game after it had all those additional?
I just want to confirm this. I'm not buying that game ever.
Hold on.
It's a disappointment. Just so we know where Emmanuel stands.
Hold on. I'm saying this right now. I'm saying he is a fraud, right? Because anybody in their right mind, when I play God of War, I was amazed at how God of War looked when I played it.
Because it's a good-looking game.
Hold on. When I played when I played Ratchet and Clank, Pixar, it looked incredible. It looked incredible.
We
right?
all agree.
It looked incredible.
We all agree.
Right? So that's me being honest with I'm not going to shit on the way a game looks on another system just because I prefer another one. If it looks good, it looks good. But for him to sit up here and say Hellblade 2 is trash, look trash, when it's doing things that no other game is doing, he capping. You know he lying. You can call the game boring. You can call the game boring. You can say it was dragged out. You can say it was not compared to the first one. In terms of graphics,
why do you need to hold on so much in this graphic thing?
In terms of
why
graphics,
do you need it to be so
cinematography, and how that game looks, it shits on the first one. And it shits on a lot of games, even on the PS5.
Okay, Post, listen. Listen. Post has a very valid point. But to rebuttal that...
No. What is the valid point?
I'm finna explain the very valid point. To him, right, he said he played God of War and all the GOTY winners and contenders that PlayStation had, and they were great. So, listen. But M has a point. If Hellblade 2 is so great and it looks so good, don't we expect it to be a GOTY nominee, contender, or winner, just like the games that you played, that you said look good?
No, not necessarily, because Hellblade 2 is not everybody's cup of tea. It's a very
it's not even your cup of tea.
Just like when the guy asked me, just like when the guy asked me earlier, talking about what was the best game that came out on Xbox. That's subjective. Your people's taste in Hellblade 2 is gonna be subjective. And not all games are meant to be game of the year winners contenders. Not all games are meant to sell like other games.
Listen, okay.
You just admit that it doesn't look good.
You're right, Post, but there's a reason, and I can't explain it, but maybe you can explain it. Why is it all those PlayStation games that you named ended up being GOTY winners and contenders? But then when this Xbox game like Hellblade 2 that looks amazing or whatever, why does it not have a chance to even be in the conversation?
Wait. Did I know did Spider-Man win?
Yeah, it was in the contention for Game of the Year. Yeah, I said Game of the Year winner or contender.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, look. Well, we know God War said this. Would you let me finish?
No. I just want to preempt what you're gonna say. PlayStation community, blah 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 blue blah blah blah. Go ahead. You can translate.
God of War set its pedigree on PlayStation 2. right? With a trilogy. So it already had a foundation from coming from greatness. It was great on PS2. And they came and redefined it in a way that a lot of people like. So one game of the year, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I'm not gonna take none away. It was a great game. Its foundations were set in stone on PS2. They did a great job of bringing it back and redefining what God of War is, because on the PS2 it was in third person. On the new hardware is in pretty much a semi over the shoulder. So they did great with that. Spider-Man games set their pedigrees on old consoles, right? 64, the Xbox, all Spider-Man is a huge IP. Always had a foundation. Sony found the developer that took the time to actually give people what they wanted. When we grew up playing Spider-Man versus what we saw when we watched the TV show or when we watched the movies, we wonder one day will we be able to play like Spider-Man in the game like that. And Insomniac brought that to realization. The swinging and all that. When you play this new Spider-Man, you're swinging around the city like you used to when you used to watch the movies and the TV shows. So and then on top of that, it's a huge IP. So that's why. So that's why I look at those games because they had great studios behind them that did what they were supposed to do for those games to sell the way they're supposed to sell. Hellblade 2 looks hella crazy, right? But it doesn't have the foundation as a Spider-Man or a God of War. We know this.
Can we agree with this?
You know what it has the foundation of? The original Hellblade, which was very well received because it wasn't actually a good game.
No, it wasn't.
It was a great game.
See, it was not very well received.
Game.
It was not very well received. It
didn't sell well. It didn't sell well, but it was very well received.
It only sold
It was a critically acclaimed game.
It only sold 250,000 being exclusive to PlayStation.
The foundation
and it didn't hit $1 billion.
It was great. In fact,
it didn't hit $1 billion until it came to Xbox.
Games. But you wouldn't know this because you haven't beaten it. Because you don't play games like
bro. Okay.
You keep talking about sales.
You're contradicting yourself
of the game, but you haven't actually
contradicting
yourself. The game to know it comes from quality.
You're contradicting yourself, brother.
The only person who's been speaking long enough on this mic to even contradict himself is you.
Did you hear what Kratos just said?
Go ahead, tell me.
He said if it had all them graphical qualities, then why didn't it sell as well as Spider-Man and
because it's not a good game and doesn't have those graphical qualities.
But you said it was critically acclaimed.
No, I said Hellblade 1 was critically acclaimed.
Right. Well, if Hellblade 1 was critically acclaimed...
You said all those games from the PlayStation 4,
answer this question.
The God of Wars come from quality, and I'm telling you that Hellblade was quality, so I should expect the same.
Hold on. If Hellblade
hold on. I'll give you time to think. Go ahead.
If Hellblade was quality... If Hellblade was quality and it was critically acclaimed, God of War was quality, it was critically acclaimed. Spider-Man was quality, it was critically acclaimed. But both of those games, even though Hellblade was exclusive to PlayStation, it still only sold 250,000 copies. Why was that? If it was a great game and critically acclaimed, huh? Why?
Are you asking me why most people didn't buy Hellblade?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I think they should have certainly bought more of it. I would encourage you to go back and play it. It's a much better game than the sequel. It's actually good. So if anyone is listening in the chat, go ahead and play it.
I don't
know why they didn't play it.
I don't need to go back and play it because...
No. First off, the smartest thing you said this entire time...
I don't need to go back and play.
No, let me finish. Is that gaming is about choice. And you are making the choice not to play games. That is what we've understood about you.
Hold on. You're lying.
That is it.
You're lying.
No.
You're lying.
That's it.
You're lying.
You're choosing not to play the game, even though I'm telling you it is still great quality. To this day, Hellblade 1 is great.
You're lying.
Or do you disagree? Am I lying about the quality of the game?
You are lying about this. You said
I'm lying about what?
Hold on, let me tell you what you're lying about. Because I understand how people use words, so I'm not an idiot. You say I'm choosing not to play games. When you say games, you're saying plural. So you're saying I'm choosing not to play any games. Versus me choosing not to play Hellblade 1. I ain't stupid, brother. What are we doing here? I said so.
Wait, hold on.
It's a difference. You said I'm choosing not to play games.
If I say you're not choosing to play games, that means every single game? Like, do you understand how plural works?
Because you're not specifying. You're not specifying.
The person that understands how words work, you certainly got that fucked up.
You're saying I'm choosing not to play games. Like, you're not playing games, period.
Okay. Did you play
choosing not to play games.
No. Did you play Death Stranding?
No.
Okay, are you choosing not to play
it?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. So that's 2 games.
You know what?
So therefore, it validates the plural.
Hold on.
That's how it works.
Hold on.
No, hold on. Let me keep going.
No, because Death Stranding wasn't a part of the conversation.
No, let me keep going. You talk about you refusing to play games. You changed the conversation. Let me keep going. Let me keep going.
What you said. That's what
Let me keep asking you. I've got more questions.
No, let me finish saying what I'm saying. Let me finish saying what I'm saying.
No, let me finish
saying what I was saying.
Let you talk.
No, because you're trying to swing.
No, you're choosing not to. Okay, no problem. No problem. No, hold on. Let me get to next game. Let me choose. Let me go to next game. Let me go to next game. It's okay. Maybe you play this one. Maybe you play this one. Hold on. Did you play Hollow Knight?
You're trying to switch. You're
no, I'm not trying to
switch
do nothing. Oh, you chose not to play that one either? It's fine. Did you play Hades? Did you play Hades?
Yes, I played Hades. Yes, I played Hades.
You chose to play that one. Well done. So there's one game you chose to play.
Hades.
Okay, let's go to the next game. Let's go to the next game. Did you play Endless Lilies?
Let me finish.
No, hold on. You said it's about choice.
Finish.
I'm giving you the chance to explain your choices.
Let me
finish. Did you play all these games?
Let me finish. I don't have to explain my choices to you.
How do you have Game Pass? How do you have Game Pass and you're choosing not to play any of these games? That's crazy.
See,
the Game Pass library has more games that you choose not to play, despite them being great. I'm not talking about the bullshit games. I'm talking about the big games.
And there go another lie. See, you're lying again. You're lying again.
Hey, hold on. Can I have your gamer tag? Can I have your gamer tag? I'm gonna go look at all the games you're choosing not to play.
You are lying again. And see, that's why I called you. That's why I called you.
Where's your gamer tag? I'm gonna just take a look at all the games on Game Pass and choosing not to play.
That's why I called you earlier. Because you kept saying I choose not to play games. And when I brought that up,
not to play games.
Hold on. And when I brought that up, now you wanna lie again.
I want to lie again.
Let me ask you a question.
Yo, go ahead.
Have you played every game on PlayStation?
Of course not.
Thank you. Because why not? Why not?
Why?
Because you just told me that that I have access to these games, whether they're good or bad, and I chose not to play them. Well, why haven't you played every game?
Games. No, I said good quality games.
No. You said whether they're good or bad, I have access to
it.
No,
I didn't actually. I said great games.
Yes, you did. And you said even the quality ones, I choose not to play. Well, why haven't you played every game on PlayStation? Have you brought every game on the PS5? Huh?
Because I'm an actual gamer and I'm busy playing all the games. Time.
Yep. And you chose where to spend it, right?
I'm busy playing games all the time. I have a backlog. You know what's funny? Hold on. Let me answer the question. You asked the question, you gotta let me answer it. First start.
So is it?
Did you choose where to spend your time?
Did I choose where to spend my time?
Did you choose where to spend? Right.
Yes.
And did you choose what game?
And I chose the gaming.
Hold on. And did you choose what game to buy? Hold on. And you chose what game to play and what not to play, right?
No, yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. But that's not what you did, though.
Thank you.
That's not what you did. You just chose not to play games.
Thank you. No, thank you. And see, there
So-
you go.
And to be fair, you know, some people have multiple consoles, so they you know, so you know, I guess it's a very valid point on both sides. It's a very valid point.
I mean, he had a choice though. See, he's trying to criticize me, but then when it comes to his choices, they're valid. They're valid.
Of course, they're valid. Do you know why? First up, because I don't go around and talk about a game that I pretend to be super happy about without having played it. Okay, or without having played the entire series.
What game did I talk about? What game did I talk about?
Hellblade 2.
Right, and I talked about Hellblade 2. We
Right.
were talking about.
But you didn't. You talked. No.
You brought up Hellblade 1.
You are
You
such a
brought up
diva.
Hellblade
Let the other person talk. Jesus
You
Christ.
talked over me.
How
You've
insecure
been
are
talking
you?
over me the whole time, brother.
Because
You've
I
been
hate
talking
you.
over me the whole time.
Jesus
You've been
Christ.
talking over me the whole
Okay, how
time.
about you shut up for a second and then I talk
Turn
and
your
then you talk.
Turn your sensitivity down. That's all. Just turn your sensitivity down. Go ahead.
Yo,
I'll let
Post,
you talk.
let me tell you this. You said, I told you that Hellblade 2 dealt with none of these mental issues that you think it did, okay? And then you were like, oh, but it does. That's when I brought out Hellblade 1, and I'm like, no, because if you compare it to what he actually did the first time, it has none of that, and that's true. And you can't argue against that, because you didn't play the game. You should have played it, and you have plenty of time. But the thing is, I don't come out here and talk about games that I don't know the history of. Like, go and play the game. Go and play the game.
Okay. So let me break this down. I told you I played some Hellblade 2, and then I never went back to
Hellblade
it.
1.
Hold on.
No, you
I
gotta
played some
finish it.
Hellblade 1. I beat Hellblade 2, and I played some Hellblade 1. I also went into the history of why the game was made and why it was based on mental health. Yes, it does. Because you said I didn't know the history of the game. The whole game premise is on mental health. That's why the audio is the way it is. Hold on. That's why the audio is the way it is in the headphones on part 1 and part 2. Now, I came out and look, I was honest. I could have capped like other people do and lied or whatever. I said, no, I played some of it and I didn't go back to it. And I'm not going to go back to it because I don't need to go back to it. I played
because you don't believe in the franchise.
Hold on.
You don't believe in the franchise.
No, you're putting words in my mouth. You don't believe.
Of course I am. Because I'm trying to put honest words in there.
Oh no, you can't tell me what I believe in and don't believe. You can't tell me what I believe in and don't believe in.
And I can tell you what the actions say though. I can tell you what the actions say though, because actions speak louder than words.
There you go, interrupting me again. I didn't interrupt you.
Okay.
Now who's acting like a diva? Who's acting insecure?
That got you now.
I played 2. I finished 2, and I won't go back to 2 either. Okay, so I understand the premise of what it was, why they did the audio, the war she was having in her head with the voices and things like. I understand all that. Okay, Hellblade 2 look good, it's a quality game, but is it a game that I will go back to and play repetitive? No. So I have my time with it, and the time I spent in Hellblade 1, that was the time that I felt it was deserved. See, I'm not one of these guys who allow social media or the internet to pressure them into playing games just to say they played it, or just to say I got the achievement, or just to say I got this level, or I beat it. And since I did that,
or just to say you're a gamer.
That makes me a gamer now because I played, and that's what you did. You said I have 1,000 achievements.
You're not a gamer, bro. You told me all the shit about the game you don't know.
And you're a perfect example of what I just said. When I said
how you go play the game first?
Hold on. When I said I beat Hell, let me
finish it in the afternoon.
Let me finish. I didn't interrupt you. When I played Hellblade, I said I beat Hellblade 2, but I'm not an achievement hunter, right? I don't hunt for achievement.
Yourself.
Hold on. I beat the game, and that was it. And what did you say? You say I got 1,000 achievement points. I did better and experienced more at the game than you.
I did. That's factual.
You were so ready to beat your chest to feel validated. You see, and that's what you're one of them.
You're a person that doesn't love the franchise. You pretend that you do.
You can say what you want. You can't. You can say what you want to say. You're not gonna.
Listen, you're in front of an actual Hellblade fan. How about you let the actual Hellblade fan tell you where it is and where it landed?
No, because you're not.
You listen.
Look, you're not.
Wait, have you played
You're not
Gears?
gonna put words in my mouth. Yes, I played Gears. Yes, I played.
Good.
Have you played
you see,
Gears?
when it comes to Gears,
Have you
and
played
you're talking
Gears?
about Gears, I'm not going to talk about
Have you played Gears?
Exactly, I haven't.
Have you
so I'm not
played
going to
Gears?
talk about Gears.
Have you played one of the Gears games? Have you played one of the Gears games?
Not a single.
Right. Okay, so let me break this
Exactly.
down.
So
hold on. If Gears came to PS5 in the future, I'm just not saying it's going to happen, but would you play it?
Yes, he gonna play it.
For example.
Yeah. Yes, he gonna play it.
Would you play it?
Yes, he gonna play it.
Okay.
We know he gonna play it because we know what bias he has. Now, now you're interested in it. Now you're interested in it because hold on. Now you're interested. And see, you keep proving me right. Now you're interested. You have a
but what
PC.
bias are you talking about?
You have PC Game Pass, don't you?
Sure. Yeah. Actually, I don't have Game Pass now, but I could get it. You know what I mean. Go ahead.
So why didn't you play? Have you played Halo?
No.
Have you played the Master Chief Collection? Why didn't you play those great quality games that you had access to in PC?
They're old.
Well,
Look. They're old.
But they're quality games, though.
No.
Can you just tell me
games.
they're quality games?
No, they're not. I don't think so.
Bro,
I never thought that Halo was I never thought that Halo was going to be a good.
No. It's more people playing the Master Chief Collection right now than there are people playing Horizon Zero Dawn, than there are people who are playing Ratchet and Clank, than there are people playing even Last of Us.
You're bringing your communities again.
Hold on.
There you go. You're bringing your communities again.
No. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. Those are quality games. Even though they're old, they're quality games.
But I don't play old games.
You said, hold on.
Hey, yo, Jado.
Yes, sir.
It was a pleasure being over here, man. Thank you for inviting me, bro.
Anytime, brother.
By the way, I've got to leave
When you have another show, I'll gladly like to show up another time, bro.
Definitely, brother. You always got to invite.
You guys have a good night.
Take it easy, brother.
This boy say,
take care.
Take care.
Oh,
wait, isn't Halo an old game? Wasn't it like 20 years old now?
Yeah. Why you buy the PS?
Did
you buy the PS5 Pro?
Not yet, but I will.
And why are you buying it?
For the new games I'm gonna play.
For the new games, right? And you got the PS5. Yeah. You got the PS5 currently, right? And what games you own on the
On the PS5?
Yeah.
Right now, like today.
You see, hey, Kratos,
I'm asking you to answer your question.
Hey, Kratos, I had to come and scrap. I had to come and scrap.
No. Ask your question fully so I can answer you fully.
And this November, I'm coming back to streaming, so I had to scrap.
Anyways, if you want to know,
this guy is a fraud.
Oh,
this
shit.
guy. This guy's a fraud, bro. He said he don't play old games.
I don't play old games. I am literally the person that is always supporting remasters and remakes. That's literally what I do.
Okay, brother. Okay.
What do you mean?
It was fun, bro. Let me get him out of here, bro. The cat.
Let me know when you become a real cat.
The cat.
We appreciate you for falling through, brother. I appreciate it. Y'all, I mean, listen, y'all had some major points on both sides.
This brother.
Don't make him feel good.
He's killing himself.
Just let him walk home.
He's killing himself, bro. He's killing himself. And you know it. That's why your boy got up out of here. That's why your boy got up out of here, bro. And I can easily go back to some of them shows that I heard him talk a whole different game on than what he's saying he's doing.
I want to see this. I want to see this. Because it's easy to say, but it's hard to do. Yeah. I don't play old games.
Okay. Okay.
What? Well, you got nothing to say, but okay. I don't.
Okay.
Like, what, do you want me to apologize?
As his gamer tag. As him his gamer tag. So
If for
so you
stream,
haven't
what the hell?
so you
Like-
you haven't played
What, you think
you
I'm
haven't
hiding?
played you haven't played Last of Us, none of the Last of Us
I played them
remasters,
when they released. Yeah, go ahead.
and you haven't played none of the remasters or the upgrades.
The part one, I haven't played part one. I haven't played part two, but I will play them because they are made newer. Like if they made a Halo remake, I'll play it.
Oh, but you don't play. Oh, I'm out.
I said
But you don't play
remade.
that. Hold on.
Remade.
Those ain't
What part of
they
that do you not
those-
understand?
Those are remasters. Those are remasters, bro. Well, I'm out of here. Hey, Kratos, it was good to see you, bro. Kratos, I'm up out of here, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
I had
You know
to
I
come
always
in.
appreciate
I had
it.
to come fuck your shit up, bro. I had to come fuck your shit
As
up.
you should.
It's been a minute. I love you, bro. You
Love
have
you,
a good
brother.
night, man.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Take it easy.
Why this motherfucking boy that this lying ass nigga? No, so we gotta get up out of here.
Oh man. Listen.
Oh man,
Hey, listen.
Jesus, that didn't need to happen.
Man. Talk
I'm
about
sorry.
a
I apologize to
new.
the chat for what we did.
Nah, they
By the
enjoyed
way,
it.
Freddie Wayne in the chat, like I've always been the remake and remaster guy. Always. I think that remakes and remasters are a great thing for new people to go and enjoy those experiences you had 20 plus years ago. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. That is
If you guys
1000% who I am.
you make a very valid point. If you guys have not, right, go and pick up your Horizon Zero Dawn remaster upgrade for $10 on the PS5. It is PS5 Pro enhanced, and they didn't just change some resolution. They went full blown, changed the graphics engine from the PS4 to the PS5 Horizon Zero Dawn. They really put a lot of work in there. For $10, you can't complain. Plus it's PS5 Pro enhanced. Matter of fact, Digital Foundry was
But you know-
gawking at it.
The thing about the remaster is that if you're a person that played the original, right, and you are happy with your experience, you're not missing out on anything. They're not changing gameplay systems. Your memory is going to embellish the way that it used to look until you have them side by side, where you're going to be like, oh shit, there is a difference, right? But if you don't want to play that game because you've already beat it, you've done with it, everything, like when The Last of Us Part 1 came out, I didn't play it, I didn't buy it. It's on PlayStation Plus now. I haven't downloaded it. Because I played it 4 times. I played and beat it 4 times when it came out.
Yeah.
I'm done with The Last of Us Part 1 for a good while. Until like The Last of Us Part 3 comes out, that's when I'm going to be like, let me go back in and kind of like run through the whole game so it's fresh in my mind again. But I'm not going to go and play The Last of Us Part 1 after I beat it 4 times. That's crazy. The Last of Us Part 2, I've only beat once. So maybe when the PlayStation 5 Pro, I get it. Maybe I will go and play it again. But honestly, it's like those games, I'm good with them. Like I've had enough of that experience. I've already played it the one time. So if for remakes and remasters, people feel like they're not necessary for them, great. But they're not made for you. They are made for the people who didn't get the chance to experience those games. Who wants to play a fucking 20-year-old Halo game? No one. No. But give me Halo brand new again, put it on a place where I can access it, whether that's PC or PlayStation, start the story over, give it a reboot. I'm there, easy.
Yeah. Listen, I'm like that. I don't mind remakes and remasters. I've never got mad because they've came out with a remake and remaster. I actually like them. I like having better fidelity, better running stuff, bring things up to date. Like you say, The Last of Us 1 dropped on the PlayStation 3, and then eventually it got remastered for the PlayStation 4, and eventually it got remastered for the PlayStation 5. And as long as they do a good job with it, it's an option. I never cry and complain.
Exactly.
And then most of them never be full price. It's always like $30 or $20 or something like that. I mean, here you got Horizon, it's $10, so you kind of can't complain. But
listen. You really cannot, and this is the thing. I encourage people to play the games, okay? But I never understood the people who want to stop future generations from enjoying what they enjoyed at the time. Because when the game was released at the time, it was the best thing they could have produced, the best way they knew how.
Yeah.
But, time moves on. We get better technology. So it's like, instead of just saying, oh, go back to the old version, which I don't understand because we don't do this with movies. if a person has a kid right now and they're like,
Yeah.
let me show you the original Star Wars movie,
Yeah.
they're not going to go and grab the VHS. They're going to go and grab the 4K Blu-ray.
The 4K version.
Or
Yeah.
they're going to download the 4K version with Dolby Atmos, all of the bells and whistles, in order to present that to their child so that the child can also grow to love Star Wars. But with games, we pretend that that's not allowed. I don't understand it. And we want to shame people for liking remakes and remasters. It's like, come on, if you like the property, this is a great way for other people to get to know what you loved about it.
That is true. I totally agree with that. Listen, M, I don't know what time it is where you are, but man, it's like 12:15 my time.
Yeah, you're late. You're late.
Yeah, it's late. But I tell you
4
what,
p.m.
One thing I want to do, M, is your audio file, a video file. I'm a video file, audio file. Maybe one day on your channel, we can get together, talk about, the cameras, talk about all this stuff that we're into.
Besides the games?
Listen, games too. We can do the games too, but it just I
feel
like
I just want to say
because when we get on
we can invite Post Up.
Yeah,
because then you'll be able to contribute something meaningful. I just want to say Post Up, you can come to that stream. We won't be talking too much about games. You won't feel left out. I want you to know. Okay, that's fine.
Oh man,
that's fine. Go ahead.
Stall them out. No, I just know sometime on 60 Frame, we get on a whole separate conversation about a bunch of different stuff that they're reminded. They're like, get back to games, and we're talking about Sennheiser's latest headphones, stuff like that. But on your channel, if one day, hey, you want to go live or something like that, I don't mind joining and bringing all these guys over there, if they, if they're interested, if fine, whatever. But let's get your channel growing, let's get it going, and bring more people to it, and it's a lot more things outside of gaming. Obviously, our headphones and audio and video, all that is for gaming. We enjoy music and different things.
Exactly.
Like
you upgraded your stuff, didn't you? You told me you got a new 8K TV.
Yeah.
Upgraded. Listen. I am impressed by your dedication.
Yeah, I've always been that way, and I think I told you guys before about how I used to nickel and dime and get the low end models and spend $100 to get and then I take it home, and then I think, well, maybe if I would have spent $200 extra, maybe my enjoyment would have been more. I always second guess myself, so I just started going to get the flagship of everything. That way, I go home and I can sleep, like a kid.
You sleep lightly.
Yeah. Like even the cameras, right? When I get the new camera bodies, I don't go and say, well, let me get this. No, just give me the best and let me know that I got the best, and I don't have to second guess. Did I do this or do that? So stuff like that. So I think having those conversations.
One of these days, I hope I get to experience your theater, because that's going to be killer. That's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. Look, right now, I'm looking for an 8K capture card. To be able to capture some 8K footage from my PS5 Pro as I play on my 8K TV. So I'm looking for that. Shout out to Dark Side with the 25 AED. I appreciate you. He said, I agree with M. Remasters are meant for players who are new to gaming or ecosystem. Remakes are for a wider range of gamers. That's true. We know when they came out with the Last of Us remake, right, for the PS5, we know they did that to introduce the new people into the ecosystem for that The Last of Us, because of the TV show that was coming out. We know that The Last of Us Season 2 is coming out, so that's why they did that. I know a lot of people, I'm not asking for that. I want the new game, but it's not really for you. It's not. It's for the new audience. So, I just, it is what it is. You always you can't make everybody happy, right? You just can't. And I just learned to live with that, live in my own little bubble and mind my own business. Anyway, man, it's late. It's like 12:30 a.m. Got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I may go live again tomorrow. Hey, listen, I just like 4 times me going live this week. This is the most y'all have seen me live. Thank you for your support. Thank you guys for rocking out with me. I will see you guys on Twitter. I'll see you on 60 Frame No Lag. I'll see you on Z's podcast. I'll see you anywhere else I see you. Y'all take it easy. M, Post Up. Thank you guys for coming rocking out with me, man. Y'all brought the thunder tonight. Everybody had fun, had a great time. I appreciate you guys.
As they should.